Okay guys, something different today. I was in a bar a few nights ago and some guy was asking me why I play a 3-string guitar, and I was trying to explain to him that I've got arthritis and couldn't bend my fingers enough to play a standard guitar. I found I couldn't play a C chord anymore because I just can't get them to work. So that's why I started on a 3-string guitar. So these are my fingers. That one there and that one there. They're the ones that are quite swollen. So that's a bit of a pain, literally a bit of a pain. Right, let's get you a bit closer. Okay, firstly, if I want to make a fist, that's as much as I can close this hand down. And it's not a lot better on this one, although this one's not affecting me as much because I'm only holding a pick with it, and I can still use these fingers quite, I can use a pick or pick of strings. This is the problem. That finger there, as you can see, is quite bent. So when I'm playing a bar chord, I do tend to use, so if I was playing a B, I would play one finger on each string. I can play that way, but because of the shape of this finger, I have to use the other finger there as a friend just to give that a bit more pressure. So that's one thing. So that's why I play with one finger on each string. This middle finger, you can see how bent that is. That joint there does not move. I cannot move that joint. And see, when I make a fist, it's going over that way. So this finger's not very good really for anything, and it's painful. So that's a problem. This finger here is quite straight, but that joint there, even though it moves, like normally you could just sort of bring your finger back and get that end joint to move. Yeah, not on this one. This joint does not move at all. So that joint doesn't move. This one is fixed and goes that way. So the only good one I've got is my little finger. And I do use that a lot, whereas most people probably wouldn't. So if I'm doing, and this is my problem, if I'm doing the triangular shape, a lot of people would use that finger and that one. Well, I can't do that because that one doesn't move, and it's just so awkward for me, so I can't do it. So I tend to use this one and my little finger to get that shape. Try and move this one out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. So I'd use that shape using the little finger. So that's the problems that I have. Yeah, I do try to emphasize when I'm teaching you anything. If I was doing, say, a B, rather, or let's say an E, rather than doing the E down there, here on the 10th fret, I would suggest that you do the triangular shape up here. Well, I don't know if you can see that. I've moved the camera and I don't know if it's in focus. So I would tell you to do it that way. As you move up the neck, the distance between these gets shorter and shorter. So if I was playing a G, a triangular shape, that's a little bit easier now because there's not so much distance between them. Honestly, I can play that, but I'm trying to play it in front of me instead of up there. So yeah, so as I come down, and so if I wanted to play an A or whatever, this is easier. From about the 5th fret up, it gets a little bit easier. But E and an F, almost impossible for me. what else? Well, that's about it really. It's just that that joint's very painful. It used to be this one, but this one's stopped hurting now, touch wood. Yeah, so it used to be that one, but it's not anymore, but it does go off that way. This one does go off that way. This joint doesn't move, but my little finger is perfect. Index fingers. Even though this one's got a bit of arthritis, that index finger will almost touch there. This one, that's as far as I can bend it. So this is why I have troubles. Yeah, many years ago I saw a video with these guys from the military. I think a guy had a leg missing, someone was blind, someone else had a hand missing, and they were playing drums, keyboards, guitars, everything, and they were really good, and it inspired me. And I thought, okay, stop feeling so bloody sorry for yourself and get off your arse and do something about it, which is what I did. And that's when I turned to the 3-string guitar, and I found that after a fashion I can still play. Yeah, so this is slightly different, a little bit of history about why I don't play like normal people, or able-bodied people, let's say. Yes, so that's the reason why. And the reason I'm doing this today and not a lesson is because tomorrow I have to go to England, got a flight to England for a funeral on Friday the 31st. So it's something different and I'm really stuck for time. So I'm just hoping you appreciate this one, and normal service will be resumed later. Okay, that's it for me. Have a good one and keep practicing. Don't be late for the next one. See you then. Bye.